The first day here at the main tournament at ESWC Finals 2012 has come to an end. The first match in Group B has been played with Anexis topping fm-eSports in quite a demonstrative manner. Standing here with Ruggah, the team captain of Anexis eSports. First things first, are you satisfied with the result?
Actually, not that satisfied. I wanted us to close the match when it was 15-3, so we won. With that, I'm satisfied. But beside that, we should have won it earlier.
Yeah, you seem to have some difficulties, like closing up the match. Is that something you're gonna work on, like for future matches?
Not quite, because it was our first match, it's our debut here at ESWC. There will always be nerves and pressure in the first match, but I think we have crossed that point now, and I think our game will earn us the victories in the end from now on.
Prior to the match, there have been a lot of discussion going on between you guys and the fm-eSports guys about who's the best team. Let's put it that way. Do you think that you have proved them wrong? I did an interview with Vindansky where he stated that if he were to pick his grand final opponents, he would have picked you guys because he thinks that you guys are the weaker team in the group. Do you think that you have proved them wrong now?
We definitely have, because we've been beating them ever since we started playing the game, and they always seem to underestimate us, even though we are the better team at the moment, which it clearly states at the scene. So I would say we are the better team at the moment.
Do you think that the underestimation is one of the reasons why you managed to come out on top?
Not quite, because I think in their heads they underestimated us, but they know how dangerous we can be if we get our momentum rolling, and we did from the second round. We won the round after the gun rounds and the eco rounds, so we started our momentum right away, and it went to their heads immediately. They are not good under pressure, and when we try to communicate with them while on stage, they seem to crumble.
So you're now to play Very Games and Faculty and ESC Gaming. Very Games seem to have some difficulties in the French qualifier. They didn't seem so strong. What's your take on Very Games, and how do you think they'll fare in the group stage?
Very Games always has their own story, because even though they have difficulties against their national teammates there, it's a different team when we go into the finals. We can relate to the Danish scene, where every team can beat each other, no matter what team, no matter what map. So I think the French scene has developed a little like the Danish now. So it's a whole different story with Very Games tomorrow.
I said you also to play in Faculty from Germany at first. Rush 3D was in the group. Then they decided to drop their participation, and instead in Faculty were invited. Are you satisfied with the choice of picking them up?
It's difficult to comment on, because the Rush 3D team were an old 1.6 team, and they don't have that much experience in the CSGO. So on the day they could beat any team, but they would be rated as the weakest team if they had to compete here. But also in Faculty is a very good team. They have been playing together for a very long time, so you can't underestimate them. You have we have to play our A game to beat them. So
fresh off from a victory versus fm-eSports, you guys are obviously off to a good start in the group stage. Where do you see this go? I mean, where do you think you'll end up when the group stage is over?
Hopefully we will advance, but we can't underestimate any team, because the ESC guys, they are so experienced. They have been playing events ever since I was a little kid, and Very Games always gonna be a tough one. They have really good strats, and on the day they have really good aimers as well. So we have to both outplay and out-aim both teams, including in Faculty as well. So
yeah, that was it from the first day here at main tournament at ESWC. Any final words?
I would like to thank Anexis for financing our trip here. It hasn't been that cheap, because we had a lot of demands, but they managed to come out in the end, so we're really happy, and thanks to our sponsors as well.
Yeah, that was everything here from the interview with Ruggah. Remember to stay tuned to ESPN.net for more coverage of the ESWC 2012 finals.